The emergency alert wakes me up. Not my phone, not the TV. The sound is in the walls, in the air. A deep, mechanical tone rattling my teeth. I sit up too fast, head pounding. The clock on my nightstand flashes 12 o'clock in red, blinking like a heartbeat. The power must have cut out. My phone is dead. I grab my portable radio from the dresser, twisting the dial. Static. Then a voice. This is an emergency alert system transmission. This is not a test. The voice is wrong. Too flat, too smooth. Like it's been processed, stripped of anything human. Do not trust the birds. They are no longer real. A pause. Then it repeats. Do not trust the birds. They are no longer real. I stare out my window. The street is empty. No joggers, no passing cars. But that's not what's wrong. It takes me a second to place it. Then I realize, it's silent. No morning birdsong. No chirping, no fluttering wings. Just the wind. I pull on my jacket, stepping outside. The sky is cloudless, pale blue. A little too pale. The air feels thick, electric, like it does before a storm. Across the street, Mr. Harris is standing on his porch, radio in hand. He looks at me, frowning. You hear that? I nod. He turns his radio up. The voice drones on. Do not trust the birds. They are no longer real. Mrs. Carmine from next door steps outside, arms crossed. What kind of sick joke is this? I don't know, I say. Other neighbors shuffle out, sleepy and confused. A few laugh it off. A hoax maybe. A hacked signal. Then someone points. Look. Up on the power line, 3 crows sit in a row. They aren't moving. Not preening, not twitching their heads. Just sitting rigid. Their eyes too dark. Too still. The silence stretches. Then all at once, the birds take off. Not flapping, not gliding. Just rising. Like something pulled them up. I feel it then. A wrongness deep in my chest, pressing down like a weight. The radio crackles again. A different voice now, local news. Technical difficulties with the previous alert. Officials confirm it was an error. Please remain calm. The tension breaks. People relax, chuckling. A prank. A mistake. Nothing to worry about. I should feel relieved. But I don't. I glance back at the sky. The birds are gone. And the silence is still there. The emergency alert is gone. The news says it was a mistake. The town agrees. I don't. Something is wrong. It's the silence. It lingers, stretching into the afternoon like a held breath. No birds. No insects. Even the trees seem frozen. I try to shake it off. Make coffee, scroll my phone. The news cycle has already moved on. No mention of the alert now. Just weather updates and a missing dog poster from 2 towns over. But the feeling doesn't fade. It gets worse. At noon, I hear a voice. It comes from my neighbor's house, Mrs. Carmine, the one who dismissed the alert this morning. Her front door is open. I step onto my porch, peering across the yard. Are no longer real. I freeze. It's the emergency alert voice, but distorted, stretched, caught in a loop. I move closer. The sound is coming from inside her house. The radio? No. It's coming from her parrot. The bird sits in its cage by the window, head tilted, black eyes locked on me. Do not trust the birds. They are no longer real. The words are perfect. The same mechanical, lifeless tone. Like a playback, not mimicry. My stomach knots. Hey, Mrs. Carmine? I call. No answer. I glance toward her driveway. Her car is there. She has to be home. The parrot tilts its head the other way. Blinks. Do not trust the birds. They are no longer real. A cold wave washes over me. I step away fast. Back to my house, locking the door behind me. My hands are shaking. I don't know why. It's just a parrot. It's just a bird. I spend the next hour watching the street, waiting for something. A sign. A noise. Anything. Nothing happens. Then just before dusk, I see them. The crows. They're back, perched along the telephone wires in perfect rows. 50, maybe more. All facing forward. All silent. A chill runs through me. The way they sit, too still, too orderly. Not like birds. Like statues. Like sentries. I grab my binoculars from the shelf. Peer through the lenses. Their eyes. They aren't blinking. Their feathers wrong. Too smooth, too uniform. I swear I see something shift beneath them, like static on a screen. A deep, instinctual fear coils in my gut. Then one moves. Not like a bird. No flutter, no bobbing head. Just a slow, unnatural turn, until it's looking directly at me. I drop the binoculars. A sharp knock at my door makes me jump. I whirl around, heart pounding. It's Mr. Harris from across the street. He looks rattled. "You seeing this?" he asks. I swallow hard. "The birds?" "Yeah." He glances over his shoulder. "They're just watching." I nod. "I know." He shifts uncomfortably. "You remember that alert this morning?" "Yeah." He lowers his voice. "I don't think it was an accident." I exhale. "Me neither." For a moment, we stand in silence. Then, somewhere in the distance, a single bird call echoes. High and sharp. The first bird sound I've heard all day. Mr. Harris swears under his breath. "I don't like this." I don't either. But we don't have a name for this kind of fear. Not yet. By morning, people are gone. Not all of them. Not enough for a panic. Just a few. Enough to notice. It starts with Mr. Harris. I wake up early, restless. The sky is gray, heavy with low clouds. The air is thick, humid. Wrong. I step outside with my coffee, glancing across the street. His truck is in the driveway. The porch light is still on. But he isn't outside. Mr. Harris is always outside in the morning, always watering his grass, even when it doesn't need it. I frown, stepping closer. The curtains in his front window are open. I see his coffee mug sitting on the kitchen counter, half full. I don't know why, but it unsettles me. I knock on the door. No answer. Something cold curls in my stomach. I try the knob. Locked. Maybe he left early. Maybe he's at the store. Maybe I just don't want to admit what I already know. He's gone. I check my phone. The town's community page has a few posts about missing pets, but nothing about people. Then I see it. A post from Sarah Ellis. I don't know her well. She lives on the other side of town. "Has anyone seen my dad? He never came home last night." The comments are mostly reassurances. Probably stayed late at work. Maybe his phone died. But then another post. Different person. "My uncle's truck is still in the driveway, but he's not answering. Did anyone see him leave?" I swallow hard. Something is happening. I drive into town. The roads are emptier than usual. The coffee shop is open but quieter. A few people sit inside, heads down, scrolling their phones. No one is talking. I step inside. The barista looks tired, pale. She rings me up without making eye contact. I hesitate, then ask, "Hey, has it been slow today?" She blinks at me, confused. "What?" "The town. It feels..." I struggle for the word. "Empty." She chews her lip, glancing toward the window. "Yeah, I noticed that too." I lean in. "You hear about the missing people?" Her face goes stiff. "What?" I open my phone, showing her the posts. She reads them. Slowly. Her hand tightens around the counter. "I thought I was just imagining it," she murmurs. "But my neighbor's been gone since yesterday. His car's still in the driveway." I exhale. "Something's happening." She nods. "I know." We stand there, both of us waiting for the other to explain what it is. Neither of us can. On my way home, I see a group of birds on the side of the road. At first, I think they're pecking at something. Roadkill, maybe. But as I pass, I realize they aren't eating. They're just standing there. A perfect circle. Not moving. Not making a sound. Watching something I can't see. A chill creeps up my spine. I don't stop. That night, a voice wakes me up. Not from outside. From my radio. I sit up fast, heart pounding. I don't remember turning it on. It crackles. Then, this is an emergency alert system transmission. I freeze. The same mechanical tone. The same wrongness in its voice. Do not attempt to leave. Do not attempt to communicate with them. My hands go cold. Them? The radio hisses. They are no longer real. The static cuts out. The room is dead silent. And outside, perched along the power lines, the birds are watching. I don't sleep after the broadcast. I sit in bed, back against the headboard, staring at the radio like it might come alive again. It doesn't. The clock on my nightstand ticks over to 6 a.m. Dawn creeps in through the blinds. Gray light, dull and lifeless. The air outside is still. I stand slowly, body aching from tension. My hands are stiff, cold. I step to the window. The power lines are empty. The birds are gone. The town feels hollow, like a place abandoned overnight. Something inside me whispers, "Run." I throw on my jacket, grab my keys. I don't know where I'm going, just away. I pull out of my driveway, tires crunching over gravel. The main road is unnervingly clear. A few cars sit parked along the curbs, untouched. Streetlights flicker weakly. No people. I pass Harris's house. Still no sign of him. The coffee mug is still on his counter. At the next stop sign, I hesitate. The radio's warning replays in my head. Do not attempt to leave. I grip the steering wheel. Swallow hard. Then I turn onto the highway. I don't get far. About 6 miles out, the road is blocked. Not by construction. Not by an accident. By them. 4 unmarked black vehicles sit in a staggered formation, blocking both lanes. Their windows are tinted, reflecting the sickly gray sky. No license plates. No drivers. I slow to a stop, engine humming in the silence. My pulse is hammering. I glance at my rearview mirror. The road behind me is empty. A warning crawls up my spine. A feeling. A certainty. I am not supposed to be here. I shift into reverse. The moment my tires roll back, movement flickers behind the blacked-out windshields. I don't wait to see what it is. I slam on the gas, spin the wheel, and tear back toward town. The moment I cross back into city limits, my phone vibrates. I fumble for it. A new alert. Emergency alert system. Do not attempt to leave. Remain indoors until further notice. No sound this time. No voice. Just a single, silent warning. The last time I got an alert like this, the birds stopped being real. What stops being real this time? I pull into my driveway, breathing hard. Hands shaking. The town is still empty. I check my phone. No new texts. No social media posts. The last updates from anyone in town are over 6 hours old. I open my contacts, press on the first familiar name I see. The call doesn't go through. I try another. Same thing. Not disconnected. Not busy. Just nothing. I feel like I'm the last person left in a place that shouldn't exist. And then above me, a shadow moves. I step out of my car, slowly tilting my head up. The sky is wrong. The clouds are too smooth, stretched thin like plastic wrap. No natural shape, no movement. Just a dull, gray sheet. And something is behind it. Something huge. I can't see it clearly. Just a faint suggestion of movement, a ripple against the sky's surface. Then the birds return. Not from the trees. Not from rooftops. From above the clouds. Hundreds of them. Tiny black shapes, spiraling down like ash. I stumble back, heart slamming against my ribs. The birds drift lower. But they don't land. They just hover. Feet inches from the ground. Wings barely moving. Suspended in the air like marionettes on invisible strings. Then all at once, they turn to face me. Not their heads. Not their bodies. Just their eyes. Cold, black, unblinking. And in that silence, I swear I hear something else. Not birdsong. Not wind. Breathing. All around me. I back toward my house. The birds don't follow. They just watch. Waiting. Inside, I lock the door. Close every blind. Breathe slow. Think. The government knows something. That roadblock wasn't a coincidence. The alerts weren't mistakes. They're keeping us here. Keeping it here. And for the first time, I wonder, am I already too late? The birds don't leave. They hover unmoving in the streets, yards, alleys, dozens of them suspended like marionettes. Not flapping, not perching, just hanging in the air. I don't know how long I sit there, staring through the slats of my blinds. Minutes, hours, waiting for them to do something. They don't. They just watch. The first knock comes at midnight. A single, hollow tap on my front door. I freeze. The birds are still outside. I checked. No footsteps, no voices. Another knock. Louder. Then a voice. Hey, it's me. I recognize it immediately. Mr. Harris. My breath catches. My stomach twists. He's gone. I know this. I checked his house. I saw his coffee mug. Another knock. Harder. Come on, kid. Open up. I step toward the door slowly. My feet feel heavy. The peephole is dark. Too dark. No porch light reflecting in the glass. No shadow. Just blackness. Hey, it's cold out here. The voice is wrong. The tone is the same, but the inflection is off. Too flat, too precise. Like someone replaying his voice instead of speaking. A dead, empty imitation. I back away. The doorknob rattles. A surge of pure, ice-cold terror grips my spine. I don't think. I don't breathe. I just run. Straight into my bedroom, slamming the door. Silence. For a moment, I think it's over. Then, knock, knock, knock. From my bedroom window. My blood turns to ice. I don't turn around. I won't turn around. The knocking continues. Steady. Rhythmic. Impossible. I'm on the second floor. Nothing should be able to reach my window. Nothing human. I press my back against the door, heart hammering. The knocking slows, softens. Then, a whisper. They are no longer real. A familiar phrase, spoken in my voice. I don't remember falling asleep. But when I wake, the sun is rising. The house is silent. I force myself to move, checking every window, every door. Nothing is open. No signs of forced entry. But the birds are still there. Their numbers have doubled. Their eyes follow me wherever I go. Waiting. At noon, a new alert comes through my phone. Not a noise. Just a text. Emergency alert system. Do not respond to them. Do not acknowledge them. Stay inside. No explanation. No source. Just another warning. I sit on the couch, gripping my phone, pulse pounding in my ears. There's no one left to call. No one left to ask. I check the community page. Silent. No new posts. No comments. No updates. Like the town itself is fading away. By evening, I start to hear voices. Not outside. Inside. Soft. Whispers from corners, from hallways, from places no one should be standing. They sound like people I know. Hey, it's me. Let me in. Don't you remember me? I don't respond. I don't look. I sit in the center of my house, lights off, curtains drawn. The whispers grow louder, more insistent. I clamp my hands over my ears, shut my eyes, and then, silence. At 3:33 a.m., my phone vibrates. A single notification, not an alert, not a message, a missed call, from Mr. Harris. I stare at the screen, heart pounding. The call log shouldn't exist. He's gone. The phone buzzes again. Another call. Same name. Same number. I turn it off. I don't sleep. Outside, the birds watch. I don't sleep. I sit on the floor, back against the couch, staring at my phone. Watching the screen like it might change. It doesn't. Just the missed call from Mr. Harris. I turned the phone off hours ago, but I swear I can still feel it vibrating. Like it's waiting for me to answer. I won't. I can't. Outside, the birds are still there. More of them now. Lining the rooftops, the fences, the sidewalks. All facing forward. All silent. Waiting. At dawn, the TV turns on by itself. A sharp burst of static. The glow flickers across the room, casting long shadows against the walls. I don't move. The screen crackles. The static shifts. A shape emerges. A news anchor. Her face is wrong. Too smooth. Too still. Her lips move, but they don't match the words. This is a special emergency bulletin. The voice is flat, mechanical, like an old text-to-speech program. Please remain inside. I grip the couch. My breath is slow, shallow. Do not attempt to make contact. The picture distorts. Her face warps, stretching too wide, then snapping back. They are aware of you. The static swells. The screen shudders. For the first time, I see movement behind her. Something shifting in the darkness. Tall shapes, too blurred to make out. Watching. Please remain calm. The TV shuts off. The house is silent. My skin crawls. I move to the window, slowly peeling back the curtain. The street is empty. The birds are gone. But I know better. I know they're still here. Watching. Waiting. By noon, my phone turns back on by itself. No startup screen. No passcode request. Just on. A new message appears. Not a text. Not an alert. A video file. I don't open it. I don't want to open it. But I do. The screen goes black for a few seconds. Then it shows me, sitting in my living room. Right now. Same clothes. Same position. The footage is live. I don't understand. I grip the phone, pulse hammering in my throat. Then in the video I see it. Behind me. Something in the corner of the room. A shape. Too tall. Too thin. Not moving. Just standing. Watching. My breath catches. I turn my head fast. Nothing is there. But when I look back at the phone, the shape is closer. I drop the phone. The screen goes black. A knock echoes from my front door. Then another. Then another. Faster. Louder. I don't answer. I don't move. And then, hey, it's me. My own voice. From the other side of the door. I don't breathe. The knocking stops. The house is silent. I close my eyes. And outside, in the distance, I hear the birds return. I don't move. The knock, the voice, my voice, still echoes in my skull. Hey, it's me. No. No, it's not. I force myself to breathe. Slow. controlled. My pulse slams against my ribs. I glance at my phone, still lying face down on the floor. I don't want to pick it up. I don't want to see that thing again. But I have to. My fingers shake as I reach for it. The screen is still black. I press the power button. The video is gone, like it was never there. Outside, the birds are back, hundreds of them, lining the streetlights, rooftops, fences, perfectly still, perfectly silent. They know I saw. I pull away from the window. My body feels wrong, like something heavy is pressing down on my skin, squeezing my ribs too tight. I need to get out of here. I need to. A sound stops me, a new sound, not a knock, not a whisper. Footsteps. Outside. I move slowly, heart in my throat, inching toward the window. Carefully, I press 2 fingers against the blinds and peek through. I wish I hadn't. There are people in the street. At least, they look like people. But they're not. They stand in the middle of the road, perfectly still, heads tilted at the same unnatural angle. Their clothes are wrong, blurry like old photographs, shifting and unstable. And their faces. There are no faces. Just smooth, pale skin where eyes and mouths should be. I choke down a breath. They start walking. Slow, unhurried, down the street. Not toward anything, just wandering. I don't move. I don't breathe. They pass my house. They don't turn. They don't look. But I feel them. I feel their presence sinking into my bones like ice water. Something is wrong with this town. Something is missing. And I don't think I was ever supposed to notice. By 3 a.m., the street is empty again. The birds are still there. The sky is still wrong, too smooth, too flat. No stars. But the people are gone. I stay curled on the couch, phone clutched in my hands. The screen hasn't lit up since the video. No calls. No texts. No alerts. Just silence. Then, at exactly 3:33 a.m., the radio turns on. A hiss of static. Then a voice. Not the robotic emergency alert system. Not a warning. Not a human. It speaks in clicks and hisses, layered over something else. Something deep and wet, like breathing through waterlogged lungs. It's speaking to me. My ears ring. My vision blurs. The words dig into my skull like hooks, too foreign to understand, too deep to forget. I squeeze my eyes shut. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear. But I do. And in that moment, I understand. This town is a cage. A place for something else to grow. To spread. To become real. And it's already too late. The radio is still on. The voice, if you can call it that, whispers, clicks, hums, speaks in layers. The sound burrows into my head, slipping between the spaces of my thoughts. I shouldn't understand it, but I do. Or maybe it understands me. I reach for the radio with trembling fingers. I don't know what I'm doing. I just need to turn it off. The moment I touch the dial, the voice stops. Silence. Then, in the stillness, a single human word. Listen. The power cuts out. Darkness swallows the house. No streetlights. No phone screen. No glow of the microwave clock. Just pitch-black silence. My heartbeat pounds in my ears. I stand there, breathing slow, shallow. Waiting. For what? I don't know. Then, from outside, a screech. Not a human sound. Not an animal. Something else. Something huge. The walls tremble. My knees go weak. I stumble back, gripping the armrest of the couch. Outside, the birds scatter. Not flying. Falling. Hundreds of them, dropping like dead weight, slamming into the pavement, into rooftops, into cars. And then, a new sound. Footsteps. Slow. Heavy. Not from a person. From something bigger. Something walking through the street, crushing fallen birds beneath its weight. I don't move. I don't breathe. I feel it pass my house. The walls shudder. The air presses down, thick and suffocating. I don't look. I won't look. I squeeze my eyes shut, counting my breaths. 1, 2, 3. Then, the footsteps stop, right outside my door. I stay frozen. Minutes pass. Maybe hours. No sound. No movement. Then, knock. A single soft tap against the wood. Then another. And another. The same steady rhythm. The same impossible patience. I press a hand to my mouth, forcing myself not to scream. It knows I'm here. It's waiting for me to answer. I don't. I can't. The knocking continues. Soft. Persistent. Like rain against a window. Then, a new sound. A voice. Not human. Not mine. Not anything I have words for. It speaks in fragments, snatches of speech that don't belong together, like someone trying to sound human but not quite understanding how. Hey, it's me. Let me in. Please, I'm lost. Open the door. A long pause, then lower, softer. I know you can hear me. I don't remember falling asleep. I wake to silence. A dull, gray light seeps through the blinds. Morning. The power is back. The clock blinks 12 o'clock over and over. For a moment, I think it's over. Then I check my phone. A new notification. Not a call. Not a text. Just a single message. Emergency alert system. Do not attempt to leave. Do not acknowledge them. Do not listen. The screen glitches. The message changes. It is already inside. My blood turns to ice. The house is silent. But I am not alone. The house feels different. Not mine anymore. The air is wrong, too thick, pressing down on me like water. The walls feel farther away than they should. The furniture is familiar, but off. Like I'm standing in a cheap replica of my own home. And I am not alone. I don't hear it. I feel it. A weight in the room with me. A presence behind the walls, under the floorboards, between the spaces where sound should go. I clutch my phone, my hands clammy, my pulse hammering. I reread the alert. It is already inside. I don't turn around. I won't turn around. Instead, I listen. The house is silent. Too silent. Like something is waiting for me to react. I take a slow, shaky step toward the door. My own breath sounds wrong, like it's coming from somewhere else. The light flickers. For half a second, a shadow stretches across the floor. Not mine. Something taller. Thinner. Standing right behind me. I don't run. I don't scream. I just keep moving. The hallway stretches out too long. The walls feel further apart. The floor bends under my weight like something soft. Like skin. My stomach twists. My ears ring. I focus on the door at the end of the hall, the one that leads outside. I reach for the handle. The lights cut out. I freeze. For a moment, there is only darkness. And then, a voice. Right next to my ear. Don't go. My throat locks. My fingers tremble on the doorknob. The voice is mine, but I didn't say it. I swallow, chest tight. I don't turn around. I won't turn around. I twist the doorknob. It doesn't budge. Locked. I fumble, hands shaking, twisting harder. The whisper comes again. Inside my own head. Where would you go? The floor shifts under me. Not like a house settling. Like something breathing. A slow, deep exhale beneath my feet. The walls pulse. My vision flickers, not like blinking, but like static, like something is trying to rewrite what I'm seeing. The house isn't a house anymore. It's a cage. A shell. A thing wearing the shape of my home, stretched thin around something much larger, much older. I stumble back. The door is gone. Just smooth, blank wall where it used to be. Like it was never there at all. A single tap echoes through the room. Not from the walls. Not from the door. From inside my own skull. Like something knocking against my thoughts, trying to get in. Or maybe trying to get out. I press my hands against my head, squeezing my eyes shut. You were never supposed to notice. The voice is not mine anymore. It's deeper. Layered. Crawling under my skin. You were never supposed to leave. The walls breathe again. I feel them stretching, shifting, pulling me in. And then, the phone buzzes in my hand. I look down. A new alert. My breath catches. The text is glitching, shifting, scrambling between words. Then it settles. Last warning. Stay still. Do not move. My fingers tremble. I don't know if I should listen. But before I can decide, the house shudders. The walls collapse in on themselves like folding paper. And the world goes black. Darkness. Not the kind you get when you close your eyes. Not the empty black of a power outage. This is something else. Thicker. Deeper. A presence, not an absence. The kind of dark that watches you back. I can't feel my body. I can't hear my own breath. I don't know if I'm still here. Then, a sound. Distant. Not words. Not music. A clicking. Soft, rhythmic wrong. Like bones tapping together. It grows louder. Closer. I try to move. I can't. Then something changes. A shift in the dark, like fabric stretching over something too large to fit inside it. A tear in the void. And then, a screen flickers to life. The glow is weak, flickering, unstable. A television. My television. In the middle of the blackness, standing on nothing. The screen pulses, warping like something is trying to get through. Then a face appears. No, not a face. A copy of one. Smooth skin. No eyes. No mouth. Just a blank shape where features should be. And yet, it's watching me. I know it. I feel it. Then, it speaks. Not with words. Not with sound. With understanding. It presses into my thoughts like wet fingers into clay, shaping meaning where there shouldn't be any. You saw too much. The static hums. You listened too closely. The glow flickers. You were supposed to be part of the pattern. A low clicking follows. A sound like 1,000 tiny feet skittering just out of sight. I want to move. I want to run. But I can't. The dark holds me still. Now we must correct it. The television shifts. The image warps. And then, it shows me, sitting in my living room, the same way I was before. Same clothes. Same position. A perfect loop. Like none of this ever happened. You will not remember. The voice is inside my head, pressing against the edges of my thoughts, peeling away at the last pieces of me. You will wake up. The dark around me shudders. You will forget. The static builds. The image burns itself into my skull. I try to hold on. I try to fight. I don't want to forget. I don't want to. I wake up, sitting on the couch, TV on. The news is playing. A reporter drones about a missing person case. Something about a local man who vanished overnight. His house was found empty. No signs of struggle. No clues. Like he was never there. I stare at the screen, my mind foggy, my limbs heavy. Something feels wrong. Like I lost something important. But I don't know what. Outside, the birds sit on the power lines. Still. Silent. Watching. I feel a shiver crawl up my spine. For a moment, I swear they weren't there before. Then, my phone buzzes. A new emergency alert. I pick it up, read the words, and something deep inside me screams. Emergency alert system. The birds are no longer real. Do not trust them.